that video was mental.
Brilliant,
She's just going around like Rambo.
It's just spraying people.
She's just like, you can have some, you can have some, you can have some.
There's a guy who's just got his hands in his pocket up against the fence.
Just chilling out,
sprayed.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's live.
It's live.
It's very good live, right? Because we don't have like a red light.
No, we need to get a little attachment.
As some of you may have seen over the weekend, lesbian Nana police officer, who's the police officer's nickname, we haven't given her that name, the internet has, so thanks to the internet, we need confetti for that one. Yes, she's been back in the news scene again, and as a lot of you may have seen, she has taken dramatic measures into her own hands by spraying a firearm, pepper spray, into obviously public members of the public. And if you actually watch the video, there's actually quite a couple of them that are actually just stuck in the way.
She goes mental. If you watch the video, there are quite a few people surrounding her. And I've seen a lot of people commenting saying, is she actually trying to keep the peace or is she trying to cause mayhem?
Well, it's excessive use of force.
She's going around, she's like, you can have some spray, you can have some spray.
Yeah.
People are trying to walk away and she's like, you're getting some.
It's excessive use of force, isn't it? So there's multiple ways that these constables are taught to deal with this situation. I understand what's going on, that obviously a police constable has been attacked or something, or they're trying to arrest something and deter the amount of people by them. But as you can see, all you can see, all the other officers are not actually getting their pepper spray.
She's the only one doing it.
She's the only one deploying all this. She is clearly on a power trip.
She definitely got a little bit carried away.
She got very carried away with who she's spraying. It looks like that she's very overwhelmed and in a situation that she's not dealing with very well.
Yes, that is definitely
because you normally only spray the individuals that are. I think pepper spray is more of the type of America's way of a gun.
I think
that's our pepper spray.
When you watch the video, I think the sense you get is that she got overwhelmed by the amount of people around her.
Yes.
She wasn't really focusing on who was who. She was just spraying anyone she saw.
And she's spraying anyone that is around. But as there's a fella behind, which we'll upload the photo, who's got his hands in his pockets. He just gets sprayed as he's leaning over the fence. I mean, he's probably curious, as many people would be in the neighbourhood. What the bloody hell's going on? Look out your window and all that. And these are in areas of. Let's just not forget as well, this was the police constable that sprayed the autistic girl as well, who called her, said she had haircut like a lesbian man. And
it's not good, is it?
It's not looking good at all for her. We obviously need to see action come to this now, because this is the second time this constable's ended. Let's have a look at the video.
With the police as well. I mean, the one thing the police are taught to do, well, what we're told they're taught to do, is to de-escalate the situation. That's like 100%. The number one thing they're supposed to do.
Deter it. Let's calm everyone down. There's obviously a reason everyone's getting a bit hyped. There's obviously someone being arrested.
When you watch the video, she's the only one who wants to keep it going.
That's the guy who's just trying to mind his own business.
The first guy she sprays, I don't think he was even doing anything.
He wasn't a threat. He turned his back to her,
Is she going
I think it looks like we've got either a canine officer here or a firearms officer, but none of the other constables are. He's got pepper spray deployed, but he's not spraying anyone.
She's just going.
There's a couple with their coshes or asps out, batons, as we call them. That's back of the Parajet police car. As we've said, it's obviously something's escalated in it, and they're obviously trying to gain control of the situation. But pepper spraying people is not going to gain control, because people are then going to become very unaware of their surroundings. They're going to start fighting out.
And anyone else who's not been sprayed is going to start getting hyped up and
they'll get it as well. They'll get it as well, because it doesn't just spray directly at that person.
Oh, no, it's a mist.
It's a mist. So any other poor standby, there's probably coppers that probably got some of it as well. So she's ended up in the news again. What's going to happen? I'd like to know, because this has been over the weekend. I imagine the Home Office are going to have to make us up.
I mean, the police haven't been in the best books over the last few years in the UK or the US.
No.
And when you see stuff like this, you see, police on a total power trip just going mental. She's the only one who's looking like an aggressor.
Yeah, that's it.
Out of all the police and all the people there, she looks like the most aggressive one out of everyone.
And there's one other thing I want to touch on. Do you remember when police used to turn up wearing a hat? Where have all their hats gone?
They don't really wear hats.
They don't wear hats no more. Why?
I've never really noticed that, to be honest. They used to turn up at your door and take the hat off.
That's what I'm saying. Now they've gone to the cap. They used to have the pith helmet. So
I've never noticed that, to be honest.
So anyone that's a member of the police force, well, police service, no, I call it force anymore.
The police
Members
force.
remember watching that.
She was part of the police force.
As Hot Fuzzy says that. Actually,
Yeah.
it's police service, not police force anymore.
Tell you what she was doing. She was forcing pepper
She
spraying
was
the people's
using
eyeballs.
excessive force on pepper spray on people. I mean, okay, but moving on. Moving on before we get stuck into it.